All right, so today I'm going to be making some beef stroganoff. The ingredients that we're going to be dealing with here is mushrooms, sliced with some butter, 2 tablespoons, a cup of beef broth, about a pound of sirloin steak. We're going to be using half a cup or half a tablespoon of sour cream. We have some mustard, a ground mustard seed that we're going to be putting in there, salt and pepper to taste. And then we'll be using this flour actually to kind of thicken up the mixture and to coat the beef. While we're sauteing everything, we're also going to start boiling our water because you do serve stroganoff over noodles. So I'm gonna just turn that on to high. That way we can get a nice boil going and throw those noodles in. That way hopefully everything kind of finishes on time. After these mushrooms have cooked for just about 2 minutes here, we're actually gonna take them off and I'm gonna set them aside into a bowl here real quick. Then we're gonna go and grab our onions and we're gonna saute these bad boys with some more butter for about another 2 minutes here. Again, just kind of mix all this up, separate it and start kind of getting it coated in the butter. So you can hear those onions sizzling in the background. While we're sauteing those, waiting for those to soften up a little bit, we're actually gonna toss these, the beef chunks here in some of this flour just to kind of give them a nice little coating. This will help thicken up the mixture a little bit, give the beef a little bit more substance. All right, so next we're gonna add the beef to the saute pan. And just kind of stir this around. We're gonna wanna cook it until it's browned mostly. So we'll kind of just continue to saute this around a little bit. Break up some of the larger chunks if you have them. All right, now that the beef has been browned, we're actually going to turn down the heat a little bit here. We're gonna add in some of our wet ingredients. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna grab our cup of beef broth. We pour that bad boy in. Next, we're gonna add in this tomato paste. This will also help add just some additional flavor. Grab a knife to scrape it in here. And then finally, we are gonna add the ground mustard powder here, just for some additional flavor. And then finally add back in these mushrooms. Beautiful. All right, now we just let this simmer over medium heat for about 10 or so minutes until the beef is kind of cooked all the way through, the mushrooms soften up, along with those onions. The water is boiling here for the noodles, but I'm probably gonna add the noodles in about 5 or so minutes into this cook time, just to make sure that they kind of both come out right at around the same time. All right, it's been about just enough time here. As you can see, it's thickened up really, really well. We're then gonna take these elbow noodles here and just pour them all on in. Enough to feed an army. We'll let that boil for about 5 to 7 minutes until they're al dente, and then we will get ready to combine. I probably will leave this separate and just kind of serve them one at a time. Yeah, we should be just about wrapping up here. The next step here is to take this sour cream and we're actually gonna take some of the broth here. Honestly, you can grab some of that as well. We're just gonna mix that with the sour cream mixture here. Just to warm it up, I think this is the stuff that I'm doing any sort of curdling to kind of just loosen it up a little bit. Great. Now that that's ready, we're going to just pour it or dump it kind of right on top into the mixture. Set this to a low heat and just kind of stir it all in. Beef stroganoff is a Russian dish. You can serve it over potatoes, any sort of pasta that you're kind of interested in. It's a pretty hearty meal. You get some mushrooms in there, you get some onions, and of course the beef. But, that pretty much wraps it up. I'm going to let these noodles finish boiling, and then I'll show you a final product when we're done. All right, the noodles have finished. I'm just going to take a couple scoops from here. And then we'll add in some of this meaty goodness. And there you go, some delicious beef stroganoff.